Hey everyone, alright, so in this video, let's talk about the negative aspects of Pixar Pier. I just finished my companion video, which is all the positive aspects. Now we're going to dive into some of the negative aspects. So the first negative aspect that I have to say about Pixar Pier is, as much as I love the Lamplight Lounge and how it looks, aesthetically, and the menu and everything turned out great. My only beef with the Lamplight Lounge is that we lost character dining. The Lamplight Lounge seems much more adult. It's more of an older kind of establishment. Much older than Ariel's Grotto, which was more geared for kids and really little girls who wanted to meet the princesses. So there's nothing wrong with an older establishment for people our age who want to drink and chill. For me, yeah, Lamplight Lounge is great. It's even better, for people our age. But unfortunately, the kids lost an area where they can meet, Disney princesses and what have you. And for that, I'm kind of upset about the Lamplight Lounge. I hope that Disney finds another area where they can actually have a restaurant with character dining somewhere inside DCA to kind of make up for that loss. Keep in mind, kids are already going to be losing Bugs Land in just a couple of months. There's a lot of kid-friendly attractions in that area, and now they also lost character dining. So it's an issue. So while I love Lamplight Lounge on every other aspect, how it looks, the menu, everything about it is great, but I am upset that the kids lost that character dining experience. That is really unfortunate, and I hope Disney addresses that issue going forward. Now, this next thing, this is really surprising to me because when they announced Pixar Pier and the Incredicoaster, I really thought the Incredicoaster was going to be the belle of the ball, right? Incredibles 2 is coming out this summer. It's the big franchise. It's the big ride at California Adventure, California Screamin'. I really thought they were going to put most of the funds towards that attraction. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. At least from standing in our position looking at it, it looks like majority of the budget cuts happened with the Incredicoaster. So the queue looks fine. The queue looks good. I like the mid-century design. Looks really good. It doesn't really match the rest of the pier, but at the end of the day, neither did California Screamin's queue. So that's kind of a wash in my opinion. But a lot of the other stuff, the Jack Jack Cookie Num Num stand was supposed to be, if you looked at all the other concept art, was supposed to be like an actual, building or structure with a giant Jack Jack on top. It looked really adorable. Well, the final product was nothing like that. It was basically a painted wall with, a mural and some outdoor vending cart parked out front of the mural. Huge disappointment. Okay, it looks extremely cheap. Then you get on the Incredicoaster itself, and it's just at night it looks great, but all the effects during the day, you can see all the attachments. Where the figure is attached to the tube. It just does not look good. During the day, it looks very, very cheap, and even like that one section where you go over the bunny hills. And there's like 20 Jack Jacks, and they're all like on these poles. And it looks terrible, really bad, That's my big issue. That's like the worst part about the entire attraction are the Jack Jacks. I wish they could have found another way, even if it was to like enclose the bunny hill somehow. It basically rides on top of Midway Mania. They could have probably enclosed that and put it in a building and had more of a controlled experience where the Jack Jacks didn't look like they were just like sticking in the ground. Just looks terrible. I'm sorry, I don't like it. So a lot of the effects on the Incredicoaster look very, very cheap to me. They do. They look very, very cheap. And to make matters worse, to kind of add insult to injury, they didn't even like repaint, the coaster itself. There's still like it's like kind of grimy and dirty looking, and there's like rust on it. There's no excuse for that. I expect a whole lot more from Disney. So yeah, the Incredicoaster overall, I haven't ridden it yet. I've seen a lot of videos on it, a lot of pictures on it. I hope to ride it this week. But from everything I've seen, it just seems like that kind of got the brunt of all these budget cuts. And it's really shocking to me. Of all the things they cut from that, I was really shocked. Because everything else looks really good. I mean, you look at the Pixar Promenade, it looks like they poured a lot of money into that. The entrance looks great. Lamplight Lounge looks great. I don't know what happened with the Incredicoaster. It really missed the mark for me. And it looks cheap in a lot of areas. The queue looks great, but the ride itself does not look good, you guys. It doesn't. It looks really worn out and cheap. I'm sorry to say it, it really does. But overall though, again, like I said in my positive aspects video, I really am happy with Pixar Pier. Hopefully, as time goes on, they'll add and plus to the Incredicoaster and make it a more fleshed out experience. That's the beauty of Disney parks. I know it sounds cliche, but they're not finished. So I'm sure as time goes on, Disney will continue to add to it, spruce it up, plus it. It will improve, but as of right now, didn't do much for me. But what are your thoughts on my negative aspects of Pixar Pier? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I love to hear from you guys. Comment below. If you're on Twitter, follow me at OrangeGrove55. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, have a magical day.